Nah, I mean, the elements is the elements. We knew it was gonna be cold. Still had to go out and do a job. Got it done.
Was that the game plan? Pretty much knowing how the weather was going to be, how the wind was going to be, that it was going to be a run-heavy type game. It was going to be you and Taysom.
Yeah, I mean, you come into a game like that knowing what the conditions are gonna be, and obviously, we came in like, all right, we're gonna run the ball, and when it permits, we're gonna throw it. It's just kind of like you use your common sense out there. It's not really like a big strategic thing where we talk about it all week. Like it's just, hey, if the wind is in our favor, we're gonna throw the ball. If not, shit, we're gonna run it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like one of those things.
How good does it just feel to get into the end zone and score? It was your first rushing touchdown, I think, since week 8.
Yeah,
Your second rushing
it's cool. I mean, I'm really more happy about the win. It is what it is. Lower touchdown production this year for me, but I think the main goal is just trying to get in the winning column. That's like my main focus. So we won. I'm good.
When you talk about not overthinking it, just kind of playing common sense, was that part of the game plan for Taysom to get his touches later, or were you trying to get like?
Yeah, I think I heard that question twice, and I think it's just it was kind of like the flow of the game. We had some calls that we wanted to call to get Taysom the ball, and we kind of got out of him a few times. I think just how the game was flowing. That's how it went. But we ended up getting him the ball. He took advantage of his touches like he always does. And anytime you can see him and get him going, I mean that's something we take advantage of. So I think he did well.
The touchdown you scored prior to that, it was a turnover by the defense.
Mm-hmm.
That set up.
Damn.
That had to be a critical play. And
Yeah.
Just a turnover that you guys really haven't seen.
Yeah. Shout out to Dan. I don't know who tipped it, but it fell in Dan's hands. He got a little return in. It looked like an offensive player, but that was big. Just getting a takeaway. Because I mean that kind of sparks us as an offense, and when the defense does that, it's up to us to handle our part. So I think we went down and got 7. So that's all you could ask for.
I asked Dennis the same question about just the mentality of this team. It's not easy playing this weather.
Yeah.
In this weather, it's not easy, and especially with the way the season hasn't turned out.
Mm-hmm.
You still have, the slimmer of hope. It's kind of hard to play in this type of games. What does it say about that group to come out and be able to do that?
Man, we're not looking at playoff chances, playoff hopes. We out here playing football. We got a job to do, and that's win every Sunday, regardless of the elements, regardless of circumstance, whatever it is. Who's hurt, who's up, who's down. We coming out and trying to get a win however we can. So that's kind of the flavor and the swag of this group. Like, shoot, we just trying to go out and find a way to win. We did that today, and we're gonna keep trying to do that for the rest of the season. And wherever we end up, that's where we end up. Now, I know for me, and I know for those guys in there, like the leaders and the captains, I know we're not looking at, we got to make the playoffs. We're looking at, let's get this win, which we did today, and next week we're going to try to get another win. The last week we're going to try to get another win, and where the cards fall, they fall. Yep.
Hey, Alvin, what about your mentality? I mean, I know we've been talking about the frustration of trying to get you loose the last time we talked to you. Looked like you were fighting for a lot of extra yards today. Were you fired up for a game that was about every yard mattered like this?
I was really more fired up to get back to the heat on the sideline. But nah, I mean, we plan going in, we knew we were gonna run the ball, so I was definitely excited about that. Taysom was excited. The O-line was excited about that. I think we were able to get some good runs going, and obviously helped us in the long run. I think everybody I think is kind of not looking at the obvious. It keeps the clock moving, and in a game like that, you got to take advantage of those possessions. So a takeaway is big. Going down and scoring getting those 3 points before halftime is big, and being able to get the ball back, going into the second half, and then going down and being able to go get points and do what we need to do. I mean, it's huge. So, man, it was just good to get out there and get into some of those situations and take advantage of them.
And then obviously you had the really big pass play on, I think it was a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3. We've kind of been scratching our heads at why you're coming off the field on a lot of 3rd and 3s and 3rd and 4s. Is some of that, do you think, the pass protection issue you mentioned the other day, or why?
Nah, I don't think that is. I don't know. You gotta ask somebody else. I don't know. I don't got an answer for that.
Hey, Alvin, what was your reaction when you saw Carl make that kind of game-clinching sack there at the end?
Who? I'm sorry.
When you saw Carl Granderson make
Oh, man, that's Carl. That's Grando. He gonna make a play. I mean, he talented, like Da said. He's a talented dude. He make plays when he needs to. And I know he was hype about it. He was over there celebrating with the guys. So I mean, when you got players step up and make plays in big time situations, big time games, I mean, shoot, that's all you ask for them to make it.
Sometimes you see teams kind of check out when there's adversity and things are kind of going against them, but you guys haven't, and you keep fighting. Why do you think that is, that this team has that kind of in their DNA?
I mean, that's what we're used to. I don't think we're used to. Obviously this year we've been in the losing bracket more than we've been in the winning bracket. So I think all of us know that we got a winning pedigree. So it's always week in and week out trying to find a way to get back to the winning ways. So nobody in here is a loser. We don't have a losing cloth in here. We're not built by losing bricks. We all have winning bricks. We're used to winning. We're used to that feeling. So I think everybody's desire to get that feeling is way, way, way higher and way more than just the desire to just fold and get ready for next year. So we're just gonna keep going and keep trying to win.
And is that important, kind of like just for the future going forward, just like maintaining a culture where kind of that giving up and stuff isn't tolerated?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that's a acceptable mindset to have in this organization. And that starts from the top. So I think we do a good job of not weeding those guys out. If you got that mentality, you won't be here.
Yeah, Dennis talked about just being mentally tough in the conditions like they were today.
Mm-hmm.
During the game, did you feel like this is more about mentally tough than physically tough?
I got my own kind of thesis on that. It's cold. It's nothing. It's nothing that's gonna make it not cold out there. So we got a job to do. We got to play. If I told you my mind overcame the cold out there, I'll be lying. It was cold the whole time. It was cold when I had the ball. It was cold on the sideline. It was cold when I was walking in the tunnel. It was cold when I was walking out the tunnel. We just had to find a way to win. It just kind of is what it is.
Hey, Alvin, it seemed like early in the game there were some issues with the snap and passes being deflected off people's hands. I assume that has to be related to the weather. So can you kind of describe what it's like to try to catch the ball in these conditions?
I don't know how many miles per hour the wind was, but that would be something that would affect the ball placement, snaps, everything. So, I think there's some plays we had some pitches and some other things in the game plan that, like I said earlier, common sense would tell you not to do that because the ball will be affected by the wind. So I think, like you said, there were some plays that the ball was affected, and obviously that's a weather thing.
I was curious because people have said before it makes the ball feel as hard as a rock when it's like that. So I didn't know if that was the case at all today as well.
I think it's just more so the wind kind of affecting the trajectory of the ball, honestly. Yeah.
Hey, Alvin, DA said y'all gave a game ball to Bum. I'm just curious, how did he and his staff maybe help you guys?
Bumming them was colder than us. But Bum, Corey, all those guys, Richie Rich, Ryan, all them dudes, man, they handle their business every week. They go above and beyond. Like for something as small as, I've changed the dang chin liner on my chin strap every 2 seconds. Like they're there at a drop of a dime, and it's just whenever we could take care of those guys, we try to, and DA just giving them a shout out, giving them a game ball. That means a lot, because I think those my guys, man. I let them do to death. They do a lot more work than we do. They come. When we landed, they had to come set up the locker room. You know what I'm saying? They get up in the morning and come and make sure everything's good. Conditions, field, helmets, equipment, everything. If we didn't have them, nothing would move. Literally nothing will move in this organization. So definitely shout out to Bum and them. They need more than a game ball.
Did you wear anything special? Did it help? Anything?
I got on the wetsuit. I don't know if y'all see it. It's a wetsuit. I had on the wetsuit sleeves. It was still cold, so I don't know how special it is.
Hey, Alvin, we've seen a lot of snaps for Trevor Penning here over the course of the past couple of weeks. Had a couple of highlight moments today. Can you just tell us a little bit about what it's been like running behind him since he's gotten a little bit more involved?
He's just a nasty baby. Like, he a nasty baby, dog. Like, I think, the more experience, this is like, what is this, his third game, I think, suiting up? Or second, I don't know how many games it is, but third game. He's coming along. Nobody better than Streif talk crap in his ear and tell him he's not good enough when he's not doing good enough, or to tell him, he has more in the tank. But I think he's catching on to it, and he's welcoming he's embracing the suck. There's some growing pains that come with going out there and playing, and he's just catching on and basically just finding his rhythm, finding his tempo. So definitely excited to see him progress.
Alvin, I want to make sure I quote you right. What did you say? Embracing what was
Embracing the suck. He's embracing like his process, like the suck. Sometimes he might get beat, sometimes he might not have the right foot in or whatever, but he's embracing it. I think it's never a time where you see him get too high or too low. He just want more.
I thought that's what you said. I didn't want to let that one go. And
Yes,
just
indeed.
chalk it up to me hearing it wrong.
Yeah, appreciate you, Alvin.